Find out how you can crack open, shell, and eat a lobster directly from a local in the Lobster Capital of Canada, Barrington, Nova Scotia. Check out these tips directly from Darren Hudson, a Barrington native, lumberjack, and entrepreneur. Welcome to the Municipality of Barrington, Nova Scotia, a tight-knit community famous for its multiple white sand beaches, beaconing lighthouses, outdoor and sporting adventures, rich history museums, and a welcoming, friendly people. It also has the world-renowned Shag Harbor UFO crash site.
On the way to Woods Harbor.
Recently hosted the World Axe Throwing Championships, and is the home of Nova Scotia Country Music Hall of Famer Lynn Kroll. But most of all, it is the Lobster Capital of Canada, where fishermen harvest the finest, hard-shell, North Atlantic cold water lobster that there is. We tracked down Barrington native Darren Hudson and asked him to show us a few tips of his own on how to shell a lobster. Darren is a lumberjack, sportsman, broadcaster, and entrepreneur. He comes from the Scott family of lumberjacks who used to drive logs down the Barrington River for generations and still keep the tradition alive today, cutting lumber and competing in timber sports such as log rolling, axe throwing, and many more. Darren had expanded this and started his own Wild Axe Experience Park in Barrington, where you can try being a lumberjack for the day, as well as co-founded the Timber Lounge axe throwing bars in Halifax and Moncton. Check out the Wild Axe Championship, just out on TSN now, featuring the best of Canadian axe throwers. Now back to lobster, a delicacy that fishermen risk the seas to catch and ship it from Barrington area to around the world. Once you steam them in salt water, lobster turns red and are ready to shell. You can eat the meat directly out of the shell, usually with butter and vinegar, or add it to cream lobster, chowders, scrambled eggs, bisques, and more. There are many lobster shelling tips out there, but let's see what Darren has in store for us. We caught him outside of the famed Barrington Woolen Mill Museum.
Aaron, thanks for coming.
I'm glad to be here, and look at this. We're in a beautiful Barrington River.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Barrington Woolen Mill Museum right there.
Yes, and this
scenery.
is the epic downtown region of historic Barrington, the cosmopolitan region, where it's perfect to have the traveling kitchen party back.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be with you. Wild Axe Experience, lumberjack, the authentic man around here.
Yeah, haha. Well, jack of all trades, as they say. But,
so we came here because, of course, the Municipality of Barrington is the Lobster Capital of Canada.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everyone around here has different tricks and tips on how to shell lobster. So we wanted to just get your take on how do you shell lobster.
Oh, so I'm shelling this bad boy.
Well, between the two of us, I think we can figure it out.
That's a beautiful looking lobster. What is that, about a pound and a quarter? Just about what you like there, maybe, huh?
Not bad.
Yeah, so they call me one crack Jack when it comes to shelling a lobster. I don't use all the fancy equipment. I see you brought the diggers and
diggers,
and the good old cracker.
Yeah.
I will use the cracker, not in a traditional sense, but yeah, this is how I know it. And even though I am from Barrington, I know my way around a lobster here pretty good. And so, you want me to start this out?
Start us out. Let's see what you got.
Okay, well, here we go. Darren Hudson on the Traveling Kitchen Party, showing you how to shell a lobster. I'm going to start, of course, with the pincher claw. This is the pincher. It's a little smaller, a little sharper, and a little narrower.
Let's compare them.
Yep.
So the pincher's narrower, smaller, and this one's a lot bigger.
Yeah. Look at that lobster claw. It's the greatest one I've ever
saw.
Yep. Tasty, I bet, too.
Well, we did lobster claw. It was the biggest one I ever saw. It was a pretty good fishing day, and there weren't very many waves.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an instrument, and it may even be the side of a table, and I'm going to whack it here, whack it, crack it, Did I get it enough? Yes, I did. And I'm just
Oh,
gonna
beauty.
get right in there. Look at that meat. Look at that meat. So that is really succulent, really tender. Mmm. And that's what you like right there.
That's right.
Did you put salt in this when you cooked it?
Yeah, oh yeah, of course.
Yep.
And
And then
usually a lot of people use seawater, actually, ocean water, but we didn't, just for logistics, but we put some salt. Sure. yeah.
Right? You didn't get any when you were kayaking yesterday? So-
No. Sadly, no.
So see, right at this point, I've already compromised the shell. It's already softened up here, so I'm able to crush it with my fingers. Big thing is, always be careful of the little spiky spines. You're gonna see those around. And now, here's the most important thing. I have myself a tool. This is the part of the pincher claw, and it has a hook on it, and you're able to dig around just a little bit. And you're able to grab a hold of the lobster. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to slip out of your hands. And got all that great stuff right there.
So you can almost substitute the actual tool with one of the pieces of the claw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. That's pretty clever.
Now,
Bio, organic.
yes, the crows will get that later. They look a little hungry in the snow.
Yeah.
Big, nice dump we had here in Canada. So, yeah, this year the lobster has everything it needs in it to enable you to get inside. It's just that first crack that's going to do it.
First crack. So
Now you're into this part.
so that's the knuckles, right?
Yep, into the
Or the
knuckle region. I guess it's a
Knuckle
knuckle.
arm, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna call this the bicep anyway.
Yeah,
but
that's
anyway,
a little more accurate. Yeah.
so using the same tool, like it's gonna actually kind of be like a letter opener, and you're gonna slice through those cool little tendons there.
I guess I could pick at the other one probably, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you use the traditional, like fancy schmancy.
we'll see which one works.
Use the utensils there, and so but mine has a cool little hook on it, so you can just
Yeah.
kind of get inside of that.
Okay.
As it's known as a knuckle.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
the part here. So that's where you could also use this tool or the other claw. Get
Yep.
in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And of course, yes, that definitely works quite well, Drew.
As well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so, oh, I love the knuckles actually. Yeah.
One
Yeah.
of the best parts of the lobster.
Yeah. So, but look how
You don't even need butter or anything with that. It's just fresh.
I'm gonna show people
Show
here
them.
at home. Here, I'll put that back, but I was able to get inside and dig it out, and there it is. Right there. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It was almost a lobster on ice. Now, okay.
Yeah.
Before we go too much farther,
Yep.
a lot of cultures, they don't know about like the claws, because their lobster actually doesn't have claws. Down in the Caribbean, New Zealand, mostly anywhere kind of south, they have the kind of shrimp-like lobster that are bigger. What do they call them? Anyway, our North Atlantic lobster, they have a tail, but not as big as the Caribbean one. Now, I learned this trick here, how to get inside of this tail, from the Kilted Chef, actually.
Ah, yeah.
Now, he says he just grabs that tail, and you grab it like this, and you crush it. You smush it like that, and it, again, it puts a big crack, a big compromise in it.
And then you flip it around and
You open it up like you're pulling a pull tab or something, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's going to bring out that lovely tail. Again, I'm going to get a nice close-up because really for a lot of people, this is what it's all about, that tail. And there's how you shell it.
there's the shell. And then important, if you want, you can save the fins at the end. We'll cut them off for later, and maybe usually there's a little bit of meat in that.
Oh, you're my man.
Yeah.
Drew, that's a good guy right there.
But this
those,
shell's good.
I love those. They are the absolute most decadent part of the lobster inside of those flippers.
Yep.
So I'm going to share that with you. But so here's going to be our lobster tail.
Nice.
But I think before we enjoy the lobster tail, we should enjoy this Shuck Off beer from Box and Rock. Yeah.
Oh, so what do we have here? Tell us about this.
Well, you know, the Canada's best brewery, they won gold in the Canadian Brewery Awards, and they won the they got 3 gold medals, and they have the Shuck Off as well. So
It's
they didn't win.
Boxing Rock Brewery in
Box
Shelburne.
and Rock Brewery, yeah.
30 minutes drive away from Barrington, so the same county.
And they do incredible stuff, and this is definitely no exception whatsoever. And yeah, let's where's that utensil I was using?
Utensil.
I'll use this one. This is a pincher claw here too. So look at this. I'm gonna show you the Lobster Capital of Canada way of opening a beverage of choice here. So yeah, want to make sure we get some nice close-ups.
There we go.
So this is an amber ale.
Oh, nice.
And brewed in Shelburne, as you know, and these guys, of course, they know what they're doing. So look how golden, crispy, delicious that looks there. So
Nice.
all right.
Oh, look at that. Look at that finish.
Thanks for that, Box and Rock. And
Thank you. You are my lobster. We might not be able to see it. We'll go back here.
all right, Drew. Well, welcome home for the holidays.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It is upon us. Here we go.
Here
So
we go.
cheers, enjoy. Proper thing.
Oh, very good.
Oh, crispy.
That's good luck.
That's good luck.
We can make icicles.
That's like what they do with maple syrup, right?
Yeah.
No, seriously,
Nice,
folks,
nice.
we do have a beautiful spot here
Oh, it's
in
amazing.
downtown historic Barrington, and it's great to be here. Just up the river, we do have the Wild Axe Park, so where we've done amazing events here before. This year, we're going to have the Canadian Championships.
Neat.
Not this year, but 2025.
Yeah.
Canadian Championships in axe throwing. Hit a bullseye. You've done it before. You've shown up
Once
at
or twice. Shown up at a few opens.
big competitions, and who knows where. He just shows up. I think you took your bicycle to northern Germany there one time.
Pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That was awesome.
And
Yeah.
when is that? When are the championships?
It's going to be in August, the second weekend of August. Actually, it's going to correspond with the municipal exhibition that we have here. So the international folks can see those traditional things that they're not going to see around the world, and not even around Canada, like the Ox Hall, is one of them, and
That's
then
true.
all the crafter fairs inside, which always are a nice local flair. So
Nice.
yeah, I don't know if there'll be lobster at the exhibition. There may be, but
there
I
may
know
be.
there's going to be some at the Wild Axe Park for the Canadian
Check
Championship.
it
So
out. Wild
there
Axe
you
Park,
go.
and then if you don't come for that, the Wild Axe Park all summer long, you can come learn how to be a lumberjack, experience the true, traditional ways of a lumberjack. So his family, his ancestors were lumberjacks here, right on the Barrington River, doing log drives, doing axe throwing, log rolling,
Bringing the logs down to the sawmill by using the river as a highway, and that's how they did it then, folks. And we show how our homage to those traditional ways. And in a nice controlled setting here on the Barrington River. Beautiful spot. I think you would agree at home.
So come on down to Barrington, whether it's winter or summer.
And we
Gee,
love
this
to
is
see
good.
it. Oh yeah. So I like to
That's
put them
awesome.
here too sometimes.
Yeah.
Get those little pieces.
Yeah.
I dig those out.
You know what this guy told me? This guy from Mauritius, he takes, like to get this one came, see? He rolls it, takes a rolling pin or something,
Yeah.
and just squeezes them. You've probably seen that.
Oh, yeah.
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 But you can also just kind of squeeze them right out like this.
Yep.
Oh, that's the sweet good. That's good. That's pretty close to the knuckles in terms of sweetness.
Oh man, the legs
richness.
are another part that you got to work a little harder for them, but they pay off big time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, little bits. It's more work, but I mean, you sit there and you relax. Usually, you lay down some newspaper on the table. Normally, we do it inside the house.
The Cape Islanders like to tell us that that's poor people parts of the lobster, and I think us Barringtoners, we don't have as much lobsters as they have. I mean, they catch it. Everybody has it nearby and all that good stuff. But Mom can clean a lobster. So do you eat the tamale, Drew?
I do. I have. Yeah. Usually, my mother throws it out, but I like to. I
Oh,
love to eat
really?
it. It's great. Yeah. It's
I'll
really
have
rich.
a bit of it. I'm just kind of like, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Like, there's various reports of what it actually is. I know it is, a lot of people say it's internal organs. Other people say it's kind of their stomach, and everything. So I think it's a blend of like whatever they're eating is what's going through the tamale and stuff. And so I'm not sure. So I just eat a little bit of it.
You leave a little bit, try it. Maybe
Yeah.
on your first round, see how you do with the rest of the lobster if you've never had lobster before, maybe, or something. But yeah,
It's not going to kill you, but it's something that it's
upset stomach or maybe.
yeah,
Or,
yeah, might lead to various side effects. You turn into a prawn or something like that. Yeah,
But we
yeah.
didn't do this part. Do you have any tips with the cruncher? Or is
Yeah,
it
I
pretty
do
much the
actually.
same?
So I'm going to do the
Okay.
same thing. Is I'm going to just connect that cartilage right there. I'm going to
Okay.
use this
Oh, you do
again,
it before you crack it.
and then if you
Ah.
have to,
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
then that's open this up nice and easy there. And but at this point, it's really good to crack it open. So again,
Yeah.
but you got to be careful those spines. You know, you've drove them into your hand before by slipping a little bit and whatever.
Yeah.
You know, so. But here you go, buddy.
Ooh.
Rip that out.
If I do, I'll take this. Some good meat. Texture's a little freaky maybe for some, but it's one of the best parts. It's the most richest part of the lobster.
I like it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, a lot of flavor packed in that. Well,
So rich, really good. Amazing.
Go and dip that in a little Tom Alley.
Yeah.
We haven't had those yet, and
Oh, yeah.
the legs too, of course.
So we had the legs a bit, kind of did the demo.
Yeah.
And now, so the fins, you call them fins or?
Yeah. Flippers.
Flippers.
Yeah.
So what, do you get any tips on this or just?
Oh man, they're very soft, and you
Yeah.
can usually just kind of crack them and rip them open there.
Yeah.
So you could use your
Oh, there's a
tool
little
here.
bit right there.
Yep. All right. Sweet, eh?
That's good. That's good. All right. Down the hatch. Here we go. Easier just to get them right out with your mouth. Usually.
Yep.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, your teeth are great utensils as well.
Yeah, that's true.
As a rule.
That's true.
Well, Drew, I gotta
All right.
say, I think we got the best out of that
We got
lobster.
the best out of this.
Yeah.
We'll take the rest home and put it in a sandwich. Great with chowder, sandwiches, cream lobster,
Oh
which we
man.
might show later on the next segment.
Boiled lobster, cream lobster.
Baked, you name it.
Yep, that's it. Definitely,
Right on.
cream lobster is the big, local specialty that not everybody around the world really knows that one. But
Yeah.
once you have that cream lobster and you can drizzle it over your potatoes with butter, and oh, it's so good, so good.
It's
so,
really good.
Yep.
It's good. A nice thick, heavy cream and lots
Yeah.
of butter. Yeah, that's
Definitely, those are the two
two big,
ingredients there. You want to
And
go
some nice
big,
band
heavy
spread.
on the butter for sure.
heavy on the butter.
Yeah, a little garlic's nice,
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
With garlic. Yeah, that's good.
Onion flakes there
Ah,
too, so whatever.
good.
Yeah.
Really Best
Well, hot
part.
sauce. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Hot tamale, baby.
tamale.
Yeah.
The best part of it being outside here is we can kind of clean our hands off with a little
That
bit of
is
snow.
the greatest little trick right there, folks. So snow makes for a great clean up.
Yeah.
And yeah, look at that. Oh, Drew,
Yeah.
I love this. This is awesome.
This is
man.
great. Thank you so much, Darren. This is
Yeah,
amazing.
beautiful.
We clean this.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, we'll take it inside. We might find a little bit
little
more.
more.
And make sure you follow the Traveling Kitchen Party. I hear there's going to be some new updates there, so be sure to check that all out.
Yep. New updates. Cheers to that.
Cheers. All right, Drew, and my fingers are starting to freeze. I'm
Yep.
not afraid to say it.
Well, listen. Thank you, Darren. Just want to savor this lobster. Darren, thank you so much for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Darren Hudson, lumberjack extraordinaire, entrepreneur. Visit Nova Scotia. He has the Timber Lounge also in Halifax, axe throwing and drinking nice craft beer. So please check it out. There's so much to do here in Barrington Municipality in Nova Scotia. Great museums, great experiences. Come on down, and of course, amazing lobster.
Best in the world. Oh, I said it here, folks.
He said it. Merry Christmas.
Awesome. And Happy New Year. I'm glad you're around for the holidays.
Hey,
It's awesome. We're going to see you later tonight, hopefully, too. So.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and have a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
If I caught a million lobster, if I caught a million lobster, well, I'd buy a brand new guitar, maybe a nice red one or a blue one. And if I caught a million lobster, I'd buy a truck, a big one, a big Ford F-150, big black one.